Well, I
Uh,
don't know the reason for that entirely. I think we have ruined ourselves. We have destroyed often the food supply by poisoning the land. We've done all sorts of things to the environment. And so there's been a process of degeneration. That's probably one of the reasons why we don't live 200 years. People live 100 years old now, and that's considered to be old. I refer to the text in Isaiah 65, which says that if you die in that future kingdom time, the millennium, first stage of the kingdom, if you die at 100, you'll just be a kid. So I presume that longevity will return to the earth there. That's why the food will be so good and so pure. People will be living lives that are not destroying themselves. That's all I know about that, but I'm happy to think that we are gaining immortality. We Christians are not in the Christian business for living 100 years or more. We're in it because we want to live forever and ever and be indestructible. That's the only thing that really ultimately counts.
yeah, it's interesting because also that points to a the fact that creation. Well, Paul says in Romans
Yes,
1 that creation itself awaits
the rebirth.
regeneration
Mm,
of all things. So it's interesting. Perhaps it's because of change of the climate too. Yeah, remember when God flooded the world,
yes,
and I think Peter, Second Peter, talks about how it's a new world that Noah and his family stepped into
yes,
or stepped out of after the waters
after the flood.
receded.
Right.
And then you read in Hebrews 1, for example, and this goes back to the prophets like Isaiah
Hmm.
that talk about a change in the sky. I mean, new heavens, new earth,
Right.
and the heavens will be rolled up like clothes in
Hmm.
Hebrews 1:10. So yeah, there's a drastic change in
Yes.
the world as well, a physical change. So